Everybody can see that? So no, actually I will be running with about 120 slides, but it will be quick nonetheless, and I hope you will enjoy it.
We have to be out by 5 o'clock.
Right, no, actually it will be very quick.
At 5 o'clock.
I will be talking about 3 things. The first of them, rather quick, it is an invitation for you to come to the H+ Summit at Harvard University. I'm the chairman of Humanity Plus, the worldwide organization. I'm very glad for David Wood to have kindly offered me this opportunity to extend the invitation to you to come and join us on June 12th and 13th in Boston, or rather Cambridge, Massachusetts, to talk together on the theme of the rise of the citizen scientist, which perfectly chimes in with what Natasha has been telling about us just recently. We will have some wonderful speakers. A few of them you can see here. For example, we will have Alex Lightman, the Executive Director of H+, talking about the theme of the conference itself. We will have Ray Kurzweil talking about the democratization of disruptive change. And those of you who have seen Ray speak a year ago, or 2 or 3 or 4, I have wonderful news for you. I've been confirmed that he's going to develop a new slide deck for us. So it will be really something to be. And also, as my first act as chairman, I've been elected chairman of Humanity Plus very recently, as my first motion to the board, and I have been very proud that we have actually unanimously adopted this new policy, which will be put in practice for the first time here. All content released by Humanity Plus is going to be put under Creative Commons Attribution License. So everybody will be able and leverage this content, for example, the videos of the conference and other stuff as well that we will be developing. So please visit hplussummit.com, and I hope to be able and see you in June. Okay, so this was quick and painless, I think, right? Actually, you are welcome to ask a question. I don't know whether there was anything unclear about this at all, but if somebody has any questions, we can take questions. Okay, so actually the schedule is not up on the website yet. The full roster of speakers is, and I think that the schedule will be up in a week, in about a week. It will be 2 full days. It will be 2 full days. Actually, we are thinking maybe to do it even on Friday. Maybe Friday will be more kind of a workshops. That is still being decided. But Saturday and Sunday, 2 full days for sure.
That sounds like a sort of wait for a little while before booking flights if it's going to be a very tight period.
Well, that's true, and I don't think anybody booked yet, but this decision is going to be made very, very soon. In a couple of days we will decide whether we want Friday too. Okay? Alright, so let's segue into my second and probably a little more substantial talk. This is about the Internet of Things, and I will be changing hats. I will be talking as the chief evangelist of this California startup of mine, which for the past few years has been thinking about what is going to happen and what the meaning of what is going to happen is for many of us. Because I actually believe that in the Anthropocene, humanity has the power to break great havoc on the environment. And while for the moment we are still happy little frogs in our pond, seeing slime here and there, but still being able and breathe and play around, the exponential change that we very well know works in a very interesting way, which most of us are not mentally programmed to realize. If we see our pond as half free of slime at any given moment, then the next moment it will be totally free and we will die, totally full and we will die. Now, obviously, I don't mean that our approach, just as any other approach, is going to give all the answers to the questions. And there's a fundamental philosophical reason for it, in my opinion, because the answers that we find at any given point are nothing but building blocks, new bricks with which we can build new questions. And there is an ever-widening gap between the two that we will not be able to bridge. However, I am also a technocrat, and unless somebody shows me ways of feeding and helping and educating 6, 7, 8 billion people on the planet, which is not based on technology, I think that it is the way that we have to keep going ahead on. So we will now look at what the Internet of Things can mean in a world where we very clearly realize that things are rushing towards us very, very quickly. Because the things that we know are sometimes insufficient, and the luxury of behaving like the Romans who overbuilt their Colosseum so that it outlasted the highest possible benefit to the emperor by 2,000 years, it is a luxury that we don't have anymore. We have to build and we have to live our societies that are not as wasteful as this magnificent building is. So the terminology that we use to explore these areas of development is inherited by Bruce Sterling, the science fiction author and design critic, who created the neologism spine by combining the word space and time, meaning a new category of objects that know not only where they are through GPS, know not only about when they are through their own clocks, not only they have computing power, memory and communication capabilities, but very importantly, they have some kind of sensor that enables them to perceive their environment or themselves. And of course, through the evolution of devices that we have seen in the past 40 years, we are now in a very peculiar position, because from thousands of mainframes, hundreds of thousands of workstations, hundreds of millions of personal computers, the last generation of devices that all of us carry in our pockets, the billions of mobile phones, are this ultimate stop where going beyond the entire nature of these objects will have to change. They will need to understand the world at a much finer granularity than it has been the case up to now. IPv6 has been for a couple of decades, at least 3 decades approximately, the tool through which we design our grid over the planet. And it is now essential, because this address space has been exhausted, to move over to what is the new generation of technological foundations called IPv6, which is going to last quite a bit, even if from at least a theoretical point of view, it is not going to be able to last forever, hence the need of potentially new protocols once we will want and address individually each atom in the universe. However, in the meantime, for this soul planet of ours, it should be quite nicely efficient and enough. So, what is the nature of the objects that we are going to design, produce, deploy, and manage? They will have to have necessary autonomy. The orders of magnitude that I described before, once they exceed the number of humans, and already we see this, those geeks around us or among us realize how cumbersome it has become